Hello everybody, I hope you are all doing well. We've got ice, we've got snow, we've still got to go for a run today, so let's get to it. So we've got a busy day today. We've got a couple things that we have to do. I do still have my class going on for work, some training programs that I've been doing over the last couple of days. And first thing about that is it actually bumped my run from Thursday yesterday to today, Friday. So I just had to flip-flop the days. I kind of knew yesterday was going to be really busy with work and everything, and then still having that course. I knew I was going to bump it to today. I'm not too worried. And, you know, again, big picture, we're really just talking about getting the miles in for the training block of the New York City Half Marathon. So before we get to our run, the first thing I have to do is drop off a couple of things. I've got some snowboards I've got to drop off at a ski shop around me here. So let's head out and do that. And then when we get back, we'll talk about running in the snow and actually go for our run out in the snow. Okay guys, with that chore out of the way, let's talk about the run that we're going to go on today. It's going to be a 3-mile run, a nice steady pace, you know, just cruising along, nothing too hard, not too much effort. So what are some of the other things that I like to do when it is snowy and slushy? When it does snow, the first thing I do is I break out my trail shoes. Like I said, I've got the EVO Speedgoat, I've got the Speedgoat 4. They're two shoes that I use up in the mountains here, but when it snows, it gives me some good grip, and we'll see that out on the road today. The second thing that I make sure I do is I go to a spot that I know there aren't a lot of cars, or essentially that's going to be safer for me. I won't run out on the main roads around here or go out to the bridge that I like to go on. Because, you know, you never know if a car is going to slide or something like that, and then you're kind of open to whatever happens. So what I'm going to do is just go down to Main Street, and I recommend that for anybody. There's sidewalks, there's a buffer for me between, you know, the main traffic, and then there's parallel parked cars. So again, it's just a barrier between me and cars for most of the run. There's people who are salting the sidewalks, so it kind of helps with the weather and the conditions because I'm going somewhere where there's other people walking. There's just, you know, a more likelihood of them clearing the way for me, which is nice. The last thing that I always make sure I do is, you know, just slow down. Obviously this is hard if your purpose is to go out and do a tempo run or a track workout, but the reality is if it's really snowy, really slushy, you're probably not going to be able to go too fast. And if you want to get that marathon workout in or whatever pace workout in, you just got to make sure that you're feeling out the road. And, you know, above all else, again, the main goal is going to be to get to your race healthy and without getting injured, however far down the road it is. So I just tend to slow down if I have to. But again, it varies. I mean, there's going to be a lot of spots today where I can probably move quicker. And then there'll be other spots with a lot of snow and slush that I'll need to just slow down. And that's okay. That's, you know, again, just want to get back healthy. So those are some of the tips that I go through. Let's go put them into practice right now. And I'm curious to see how it is out there. don't know if you saw on my Instagram, but they must have taken the tree out of here. There's a Christmas tree in the vault. Essentially, it was an old bank that turned into a church that is now vacant, but somebody, I don't know who, put a tree inside the old vault in the empty building. Weird. But anyway, we didn't fall today, so that's good. Let's get back inside, keep going with our day. All right, guys, here we are. We've got the EVO, the Speed Goat 4 from Hoka doing the job today. A little bit slushy and wet. And I also just brought out the EVO Speed Goat if you want to see it. This is a shoe that I could definitely use for a quicker workout if I was using, this shoe in the slush or something like that, or snowy conditions. It's much lighter than the Speed Goat 4. Very hard to find, if not impossible, to be honest at this point, but they should be coming out with another version or a new shoe soon. But yeah, very light and still gives you that traction out in the snow and slush. So with that said, let's get to the details of the run. We've got a 9-minute 36-second average per mile on today's run, which is actually quicker than I thought. I think, I was just moving along pretty well in the parts that weren't snowy, but like I said earlier, there was definitely spots where I just had to slow down. In particular, this whole stretch up a pretty steep hill was completely unplowed, completely unshoveled, and I didn't have an opportunity to go anywhere else besides right in the deepest parts of the snow. And I just needed to slow down because I was sliding around a little bit, and again, just the goal is just keep moving forward. I didn't care about the pace at that point. But even with that, like I said, the miles came in at 9:35, 9:39, and 9:35. So very consistent for our 3-mile run today. Average heart rate was around 150 beats per minute, which it didn't feel like it was that hard, actually. It probably felt easier, and then my heart was just pounding a little bit harder because I was working to keep myself stable, and who knows? I don't really pay too much attention to heart rate, but it's just a theory and, one possibility. But overall, it actually felt very easy to move at that pace today. And, like I said, there was a lot of good paved areas, a lot of good salted sidewalks, so it really wasn't too bad overall with the weather. And, that's it. That's the run from today. All right, so that's it for everything today. Just having a recovery smoothie, I guess. Just some peach, pineapple, strawberry, banana, Greek yogurt, some beet powder, and I think that's everything that's in here. But I always like having smoothies at lunch. It's just easy and quick. So that's what we're having today. But nonetheless, that's all I have. So I will see you guys in the next video, hopefully. Definitely leave a like if you've enjoyed and you've made it this far, and I'll see you guys later.